Hey everyone, my name is Stephen Darty and I'm here with another TES Tech Tip. Today we're going to be on the subject of iOS again, and I'm going to teach you about a lesser common VoiceOver rotor option that is available to you but is not turned on by default. This option allows you to use VoiceOver gestures to select portions of text on screen so that you can then copy, cut, edit them, whatever you want to do. And it actually allows you, kind of like the VoiceOver rotor itself allows you to navigate by small chunks of text such as characters, words, lines, all the way up to paragraphs and sometimes entire pages. The text selection rotor option allows you to customize what you're going to select in the same way. So the first thing we're going to want to do is go into VoiceOver's rotor settings, which you know can be found under Accessibility, VoiceOver, and Rotor, not to be confused with the Rotor Actions button, which is also in VoiceOver settings, just the Rotor button. So we're going to go ahead and find that now.
Selected. App switch. Safari. Settings.
Here we go.
Settings. Safari. Active. Airplane mode. Off.
Okay, so now we're in the Settings app, and we're going to go ahead and find Accessibility.
Bluetooth. Do not. General. Home. Accessibility. Button. Accessibility features help you customize your iPhone for your individual needs.
Okay, and of course we're going to go locate VoiceOver.
Vision. Heading. VoiceOver. On. Button. VoiceOver. On.
And now we're going to go to the bottom where the VoiceOver settings buttons are located.
Audio. Button. Audio. Button.
And let's find Rotor.
Commands. Button. Activities. Button. Rotor. Button.
Oh, there we go. And of course when we click on this,
Selected. Characters.
you see all the
Actions
options
available.
that are available to you. And of course characters is selected because we can already find that on the rotor.
Speak word. Characters.
Okay, but if we were to double tap on characters, it would no longer be available to us on the rotor and therefore would not say selected. So I'm going to double tap it.
Characters.
Now I'm going to flick away from it and then back to it, and you'll see what I'm saying.
Reorder characters. Button. Characters.
Okay, but we want characters
Actions
to remain.
available.
So,
Selected. Characters.
all right. And now, of course, the one we're searching for is text selection.
Selected. Reorder. Selected. Lines. Selected. Text selection.
All right. And of course,
Actions
you know
available.
that if we want to enable or disable that, we just double tap on it. So now let's show you how it works. I'm going to go ahead and open up Safari and go to the Austin Lighthouse webpage, and I'm going to do some text selecting on the paragraph.
App switcher. Safari.
All right.
Safari. Address. Changing lives. Heading level 2.
So there's a little paragraph below this, and that's where I'm going to be focused on.
For members of Austin's blind and visually impaired community.
Yes, that thing. There's a lot of text written there, and I won't have it read it all out, but let's check out how the text selection works. So, in order to use text selection, you have to turn your rotor to it first.
Word. Lines. Text selection.
Okay, and then you swipe up and down to tell VoiceOver what it is you want to select by, which interval, and of course we have the following.
Word selection. Line selection. Page selection. Select all. Character selection.
And then
Word selection.
we're back down to words. So, in order to increase the selection, to add, in this case, since we have words selected, that we want to select words, we're going to swipe to the right to add to the selection.
4. Selected. Members. Selected. Of. Selected. Austin's. Selected.
And then if we want to deselect these words, we can swipe back to the left to go backwards.
Austin's. Unselected. Of. Unselected. Members. Unselected. 4. Unselected.
All right. And so that is one thing you want to keep in mind, is that when VoiceOver's text selection rotor is activated, you cannot swipe left and right to move through items as you normally would. You see, if I swipe right, it's going to select a word.
4. Selected.
Because I'm on word selection. However, if I turn my rotor away from text selection, if I flip it back
Words.
to words there, then I can use up and down swiping to move through the words.
4. Members of.
And it's not selecting them, and I can use my left and right swiping to move through items as I'm used to doing.
2. Heading level 2. Changing lives. Heading level 2.
All right, and that is how VoiceOver's text selection rotor option works. You should really enable it. It is very convenient and makes selecting on a touchscreen a breeze as a blind individual.